Today's Tech Talk is all about the Coltsniper jig. Absolutely awesome jig. It's a keel weighted jig, so it flutters when it's dropping. And the way we attach this, we're using our braid. 15 pound seems to be the ideal size for this. To either a 16 to 25 pound fluorocarbon leader. We always use fluorocarbon when we're fishing with lures. The abrasion resistance is far greater than mono, so we can go down leader size to make a more natural presentation. To attach the braid to the fluorocarbon, we either use an FG knot, or we can use a little Benimi twist on the braid with a Yucatan knot. And if you want to learn more about those knots, we've got more videos in this series. And the way that we attach the fluorocarbon leader to our Coltsniper jig, there's a solid ring there, which is split ring to the lure, and we tie directly onto that solid ring with a uni knot. Right, let's get into it. I'll show you how to fish it. I like to always cast downwind so the boat drifts over it. We always like to fish these lures in a vertical state, so they're much better when they're fished straight up and down. It allows them to get that nice natural flutter. So we've got two techniques that we mainly use. The one is the natural drop, pulling off a lot of line and basically closing the bail arm, so when it's dropping and you do get a bite, you can hook up. So as soon as the line goes a little bit tight, pull more line off, close the bail arm, letting it drop. So we're doing a controlled drop. Oops, there you go, that was on the drop. The other technique is when you do hit the bottom, you can lift the rod and then drop it, and that gets the lure to flutter back down again. So I like to use a spin rod with the Coltsniper jigs. You can use overhead, but I like to use a spin reel setup because I can cast it away from the boat. And here we go, nice panny. And we are going to be taking this one home today. We're fishing for food today, so there you go. A nice little panny snapper with the Coltsniper jig. We've just moved along slightly and the fish are now hard down on the bottom. So we're going to try and jig one off the seafloor now. And there you go. We're on the bottom now, so all we do, just give that rod a bit of a lift and then drop the rod tip. Lift up the rod, drop it down, take a half a wind. What's happening is we lift it up and then it flutters back down, hits the seafloor, makes a bit of a puff. So as we lift it and let it flutter back down, the fish will come off the seafloor and strike it as it's we just got a bite then. Oh, there we go, we're in. So that was just working that lure off the seafloor then, lifting it up. Oh. Woo! Certainly one of my favourite lures, very active in how to use them. They drop so quickly. You can get them down into the zone when the fish are coming up off the seafloor in sort of work up situations, or when they're feeding high up like they are today. Fantastic lure, but they also work really, really well fished off the bottom. So very versatile lure. Come in 4 sizes, 45 grams up to 80. So you can pretty much get them down in all conditions, you know, depending how windy it is or how fast the drift is. Today we're using a 30 gram lure. The drift is very slow, so there you go. That's the Coltsniper jig. Absolutely awesome lure. The way they flutter down, they look like a wounded baitfish. Go get some.